Mrparka here to review a new one from Artsploitation Films, and that is Hidden in the Woods. This comes out very shortly. This is actually a horror film from Chile, and there is a planned remake in 2014. If you look at an Internet Movie Database, it's got like a 3.3. That is completely bullcrap. I believe that people just, I don't want to say didn't understand it, they just didn't appreciate what this movie was going for. Hidden in the Woods is, there's been a lot of grindhouse throwbacks, but I must say this movie is seems a lot more genuine exploitation. It doesn't play the self-aware card. Lots of disgusting, crazy, over-the-top stuff happens, but completely with a straight face, and it doesn't, since you know you're kind of that exploitation world, you don't feel like you're being insulted, your intelligence is being insulted. I didn't feel that way, because sometimes these films that have a really serious tone, where things you just don't necessarily see happen, you kind of feel like they expect you to believe it. But this film, you seem like you're actually watching an older exploitation film. The plot is pretty wild, let me get into it. It follows the story of two daughters and a brother, not necessarily a brother, I'll get into that, and a father who is running drugs for this, he's hiding drugs for this drug runners, and he himself is a disgusting pile of crap that actually killed his wife because he believed she was cheating. And one of the daughters knows this, the other necessarily doesn't really know what's going on, and he sleeps with the daughters and molests them and does things like that of a horrible nature. But within the first 10 minutes of the movie, there is a horrible murder, there is some rape, and there is a mutant baby and some eating of the flesh in a completely straight manner. And I was thinking, wow, all this in the first 10 minutes, am I in store for some crazy things? And yes, it does get crazy, it does get sleazy, it does get very, very, very dirty. There's prostitution in here. But it's not, it kind of seems like it slows down a bit. But essentially what happens is the father gets in trouble after he uses a chainsaw. On some people, and the girls escape into the wilderness with their inbred family member, I should say. Obviously, it is the spawn of inbreeding, and they escape. And he's actually my favorite character. A lot of people keep calling him a monkey, and he kind of just has a great movement about him, and he's really crazy and different, and just when he flails on the ground and screams and things. I thought that was kind of a cool way to keep him alive throughout the entire film, or not necessarily what I mean, just to be there the entire film. Instead of being a small part of the movie, he's a bigger part of the movie, and you usually don't see that. Unless, of course, it's Leatherface or things like that. But the three of them are ended up hiding out in the woods, and of course the drug runners want the hidden drugs, so they come looking. So it's part crime film, part horror movie, and it's a lot of insanity and sleazy, nasty things in here. And you know what? I kind of buy it from this kind of setting they had in the film. It seems like, you know, this stuff is more an everyday occurrence in this world they make. But it is definitely an insane movie, and is well worth your time. Especially fans of crazy world cinema and exploitation will really get a kick out of this. It's well shot. It looks great. There's beautiful locations. I believe it's well acted. And I think the guy who plays the dad is just insane. And it's definitely a story about the you know, they say it's of revenge. Of course, it's about you know, being haunted by the past and your actions and things like that. And of course, you know, repercussions. And there's a shot at the end that is it's beautiful in a demented, disgusting way. That I don't want to give too much away, but there is a family reunited, I will say, and I thought that was a great thing there, a great shot. There's an interview on the disc and a making of, but like I said, I don't understand the hate for this movie when grindhouse throwbacks, which are self-aware, get so much love. The director, I believe, understands that this is an exploitation film, but he doesn't play into the fact that, hey, we're doing an exploitation film. It just is an exploitation film. And I don't know how to actually even go about not giving a little shout out to the audience, but I felt that it wasn't necessarily a shout out to the audience. It was just a straightforward exploitation movie that seems like it maybe could have been made 40 fucking years ago. I think Hidden in the Woods is a modern day exploitation movie that shows you that there still exists in true form. That is Hidden in the Woods. I would recommend it. Artsploitation is doing a great job. Their movies Toad Road look interesting, and the horror stories also. They also released Wither, which is the Swedish Evil Dead, basically. Pretty fun, gory movie. And Vanishing Waves, which is also a very special movie. But these films are actually really cool, and the release is top-notch. It has a reversible cover in there, and it has a booklet as well. But like I said, in the first 10 minutes, you guys should be pretty... I was actually taken back a little bit. I wasn't necessarily sure exactly what to expect, and there was a lot of crazy stuff within the first 15 minutes or so. But check it out if it sounds like it's up your alley. I know I had appreciation for it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.
Está sangrando, caballero. ¿Le ayudo?
A mí nadie me lleva preso, conche tu madre.